Helen Flanagan, the 34-year-old former soap star, made a stunning appearance at the Ivy's Liverpool restaurant launch on Thursday, where she joined her close friend and fellow actress Claire Sweeney for a glamorous evening. Helen looked nothing short of elegant in her outfit, a fitted bandeau dress that highlighted her shapely figure. The dress featured a striking satin bow on one shoulder, adding an element of festive charm to her sophisticated look. The dress's deep color beautifully complemented her complexion, and she paired it with silver strappy heels that added a touch of sparkle and luxury. To complete her ensemble, Helen styled her hair into soft, voluminous curls that framed her face in a flattering way, giving her a timeless, classic appearance that perfectly matched the upscale event. Her friend Claire Sweeney also turned heads at the event. With her dazzling appearance, the 53-year-old actress wore a spectacular gold sequined gown that shimmered with every movement. The gown was tailored perfectly to her frame, gathering elegantly around her waist before cascading down the front in a graceful drape that enhanced her natural curves. Claire's look was sophisticated yet bold, finished off with a pair of embellished heels that added extra glamour to her outfit. Her makeup was flawless, with a bold red lipstick that made her stand out even more, making her the picture of confidence and elegance as she posed for photos and mingled with guests. As the night came to a close, Helen was seen leaving the restaurant with her boyfriend, Robbie Talbot. The couple looked as stylish as ever, with Helen layering a luxurious fur coat over her dress to stay warm against the cool Liverpool evening air. Robbie, a successful businessman, was joined by his daughter Sophie, who looked adorable in a pretty pink dress. Sophie's presence made the evening even more heartwarming, as it was clear that she and Helen had formed a positive bond. Robbie shares 2 children, Sophie, 14, and Karina, 10, from a previous relationship, while Helen has 3 children with her ex-fiancé Scott Sinclair, Matilda, 9, Delilah, 6, and Charlie, 3. Helen has been open about the challenges she has faced since her split from Scott, the father of her children, with whom she ended her relationship in 2022 after 13 years together, including a 4-year engagement. In an interview on the Life of Bryony podcast with The Mail, Helen revealed that their relationship had become unhealthy over time, explaining that despite sharing children and a long history together, they were simply not suited to each other. Her honesty about her personal life has resonated with many, as she spoke openly about how their relationship turned toxic, ultimately taking a toll on her mental health. Reflecting on her past relationship with Scott, Helen spoke candidly about the impact it had on her well-being. "I don't need a man to make me happy, but being in a healthy relationship really helps when you're used to being in a toxic one," she shared, admitting that the years spent in a troubled relationship had been emotionally draining. Despite her deep love and respect for Scott as the father of their children, she acknowledged that they were better off apart. "I think a toxic relationship can just damage your mental health a lot, especially when you struggle with your mental health anyway," she said, emphasizing how damaging their dynamic had been for her mental health. Her openness about the struggles she faced while in the relationship, particularly with her mental health, highlighted the importance of being in a supportive and nurturing partnership. One of the more telling moments of Helen's interview came when she revealed that Scott had blocked her on his phone. "I'm on block at the moment on Scott's phone, I really am," Helen confessed, laughing as she spoke. She explained that despite the challenges and occasional tension between them, she knew that Scott would always have some level of respect and love for her. "We do each other's heads in, but I know he always will have a love for me," she said, underscoring the complicated nature of their relationship. She spoke with a sense of understanding, acknowledging that the end of their relationship was not necessarily because either of them were bad people, but because they had grown apart over the years. "We were together from so young. We were just 19, she said, reflecting on how their youth and lack of experience in navigating adulthood contributed to the relationship's downfall. In contrast to her past relationship with Scott, Helen's current relationship with Robbie appears to be a breath of fresh air. The couple began dating in early 2024, and Robbie has been living with Helen and her children for the past month. Their relationship has been a source of happiness for Helen, and she has expressed how much Robbie means to her. "He's lovely. Everybody loves him," she said, smiling as she spoke about him. She recounted how they first met at a bar, and from the very beginning there was an undeniable connection. "I couldn't stop laughing at this guy," Helen said, explaining how their relationship started on a lighthearted and natural note. She praised Robbie for being incredibly funny, adding that he is also very good with her children. "He's really beautiful with my children," she said, sharing how his relationship with her kids has deepened her feelings for him. For Helen, emotional and mental well-being is essential, and she has found that in Robbie. "I need someone who's good for me mentally and emotionally. That's my top thing, and that's what I've realized," she explained. Robbie's ability to support her emotionally has been a key factor in her happiness. "He's so good with my mental health things, and that's the main thing for me that I need," she added, highlighting how Robbie has been a positive influence on her life. She compared his ability to understand her needs to her previous relationship, where she felt unsupported emotionally. "No disrespect to the father of my children, I'll always have that love for him, but he didn't know how to cope with me or didn't know how to do that," she said, explaining how Robbie's ability to meet her emotional needs is what makes her feel truly happy. The pair's relationship has blossomed in a way that makes Helen feel secure and valued, something she had struggled to find in her past relationship. She noted that while she will always have respect for Scott as the father of her children, they simply didn't work as a couple. "We just didn't work," she said. She also mentioned that Robbie's support is not just limited to emotional needs, but extends to his relationship with her children, making him a truly valuable partner. "It's really beautiful with my children," Helen added, underlining how important it is to her that any partner she chooses is good to her kids as well. Helen's ability to move on from her past relationship with Scott and embrace a new, healthier one with Robbie reflects her growth and resilience. She has learned the importance of taking care of her emotional health and being with someone who truly understands her needs. Through this openness and vulnerability, Helen has shown that while relationships can be complicated and challenging, they can also provide valuable lessons about what it means to prioritize one's well-being and happiness. As she continues her journey with Robbie, it's clear that she is in a much better place, surrounded by love, respect, and understanding.